Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Tuesday. Hope you guys are going to have a good week. Grind forward, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. If anybody wants coaching or mentoring, go to my website, skyazrael.com. You can always go find me on Facebook. Just search my name, or Instagram. Send me a little friend's request. So it's election day, Tuesday, November 5th. We'll see what happens. I know many of you are holding your breath, crossing your fingers and toes, hoping your candidate wins. And there's a lot of anxiety on election day, at least on this election day. There's a lot of anxiety today. A lot of people are really afraid of what might happen. If my candidate doesn't win, is this the end of America? That would have been such a silly thing to say in previous elections, but for some reason that sounds true this time. At least to most people. Either way we cut it, tomorrow, whenever they come up with the results, half of America is going to be awfully upset. Half of America is going to be forced to go in a direction that they don't want to go. And the other half is going to say, so what? We won. Fuck you. It's a weird place to be. So let's do a little bit of Bible talk. I'm not a huge Bible thumper. I don't have one sitting in front of me to quote to you. However, I do study religion, a lot of different religions, not just Christianity. But let's get down with some soul today, mind, body, and soul. Let's get down with some soul. What do you do when you're overwhelmed by the world? When Babylon has beat you down? When it just feels like too much, man, what do you do? Well, you can cast all your cares upon Him, upon the Lord, upon God. God says, give me all your problems. So do that. Give it to Him. You're worried about what's going to happen? Give that worry to Him. Give that fear to Him. See, I'm giving it to you, God. I have to be here for my family. I'm deathly afraid of the future, of what's going to happen. And I give that fear to you because I need to be here in the moment for these people around me. I can't break down, although I want to. Maybe it's not politics for you. Maybe you're going through something else. Maybe your old lady's breaking up with you. I know somebody who's going through that right now, and it's hard to let go. It's hard to move on. I get it. The fear, the unknown, is scary. And everything's going to be different. And maybe you didn't ask for none of this, and you don't feel like you deserve none of this. I get it. And people saying, don't worry about it, be strong, it just goes in one ear and out the other because they're not going through what you're going through and they haven't lived your life. Now, this might be a very big deal. I'm not going to tell you that it isn't. But what I can tell you is cast all of that fear, give it all to God. This is the beauty of having a relationship with a higher power, having a big homie. A big homie that says, I got you, don't worry about that, man. You don't even trip on it, don't stress on it. I'll take care of it, I got it. You give that to me. What, are you worried about something? Here, come here. You give it to me, you go back and do what you were going to do. I'll handle all this hard stuff. Don't worry about it. Are you able to say that to somebody? Maybe you fathers out there can say that to your little boy. Let God say that to you. Bring your problems to God and say, here, can you handle this for me, Father? Sometimes the world is too much. Maybe you're going through financial hardships. Hand it to God. Cast all your cares upon Him. He asks for it. And be done with it. Be done with it. Give a good sigh of relief. And this is what faith is about. The more I get into this, the more it works. And it is like magic and it's weird. And it's hard to explain to people because they think you're nuts. I had some legal issues earlier in the year. I'm not going to go through it. Nothing criminal. Those days are long gone. But nonetheless, it was still stressful, and I was wondering if I was going to have to go to court. I'm not trying to go to court. Hell no. I'm not trying to do that at all. My brother asked me, well, what are you going to do about it? And I told him nothing. And he was like, what do you mean nothing? I said, I ain't doing shit about it. You got to do something. I said, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm giving this one to God. And God handled it. Like a motherfucker handled it, like you wouldn't believe. It was miraculous, literally. That shit is gone. Problem solved. Done. I am not even thinking about that shit no more. Done. Water under the bridge. Thank you, Lord. You don't have to micromanage everything all the time. Give your problems to God. He's asking for it. He wants you to. There's a lot that we deal with, especially as men. I'm not saying women don't have problems, but as men, we have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders and have a good attitude as we do it. Don't nobody want to hear you complain, but God will take it. God will take it. And give it to Him honestly. Give Him your rawest, deepest emotions and fears. Just give it right to Him. He's asking for it. You're not forcing it on Him. He's asking. How hard is it to watch someone suffer when you know they don't have to? That in itself can be painful. You're not going through any pain, but you're watching someone suffer and you're like, God, can't you just see the light? You don't have to worry about this. Give it to God and have faith that everything will fall into place, that everything will work out. Who knows if we're going through civil war tomorrow? Give it to God. Let Him work it out. Who knows if she's going to leave you or if she's ever going to come back? Give it to God. Don't worry about it. Who knows if you're going to pass that test? Who knows if you're going to make it till next week? That illness might get you. Stop worrying about it so much. Give it all to God. Food for thought. You can do what you want. Sit there and stress out. Go jump off a bridge for all I fucking care. I choose to give it to God. And it works for me.